Hey, hello, General Anatomy and Physiology hybrid crew. As we approach these exams at the end of week 3, just a couple quick reminders. Please take a look at the syllabus if you haven't already. I've been encouraging you to do that for about a month now. And sign the acknowledgement saying that you understand the language in the syllabus. Whether you read it or not, you're governed by that language, as am I. And it's just a good idea for you in any of your classes to be aware of what you can find in the syllabi. Sometimes I'll just simply refer you back to it if I get questions that I know are in there. Okay, next thing then is to write a whole bunch of sample problems. On this upcoming exam, lecture exam, we're gonna have 3 kinds of problems. There will be true or false problems, multiple choice problems, and fill in the blank problems. And I'm gonna ask you to go and take a look at the 6 units that will be fair game for this exam, which will be the intro chapter, chemistry chapter, and then tissues chapter and cells chapter. And then now we've got skin and bone. So those are the 6 content areas, or the 6 presentations that you're responsible for. Any information in those will be fair game. And then I'd like you to think about that. And by the way, remember, you've had quizzes over you've had quizzes over 2/3 of this stuff already. So it's not brand new, it's just gonna be a matter of spending the time to review. And I'm gonna ask that you write sample questions of those 3 varieties for all of the content, and it will help you review. It'll also let you know that you know some of this stuff, that it's in there, and as you're doing this, it'll help you identify areas where you might need to spend a little bit more time. Then, please take a look at the questions that have been submitted by your classmates. There'll be over 1,000 of them for this section. Some of you have been asking me, well, how do I review for the quiz? Well, this week we have new content to learn. We've got skin and bone stuff to learn, so that's new. The best way to review is just to start from scratch and go back through all of them, check your notes again, watch all the presentations again. Yes, this will take time. Review your old quizzes. I did put some sample problems up there in Canvas for this new stuff, which will contain some sample problems over the new material for this week, which will be skin and bones. And there are a lot of different ways to do this. The first exam, just like the first quiz was a couple weeks ago, first exam is always a little bit unknown, especially in a new class with the new instructor, but you'll get through this. I intentionally set this first round of exams early for both lecture and lab so that we have a little bit less content. This is a little bit lower stakes in terms of the amount of content than you'll have on all of the other ones, and this is a great chance to get off to a good start. Please, please, please over-prepare. Take this exam seriously. There's no such thing as spending too much time or being too prepared for this stuff. And I know that over the past couple weeks, you're also learning how to prepare for a class that's hybrid. So we see each other a little bit. A lot of this is online. Okay, so to recap, you've got syllabus acknowledgement, you've got some critical skills questions due, and then moving forward, looking towards the exams. So I explained these things in class. If you weren't in class this week, please make sure you go through the syllabi. Please make sure you check the Canvas page. Please make sure you're paying attention to these kind of videos. There's no quizzes this week, so you will not have a lecture quiz online. And when we come to lab next week, you'll have the exam. So some of you will have the lab exam first. It'll be 30 questions in a practical format. Others of you will have an exam after the lecture exam. And Damon and I will swap out the questions after we get these things done. So nobody will take the same lab exam. During our lecture exam, it's going to start on the hour promptly. So please be in your seat on time. Have a couple of pencils because you'll need them. We will do these on Scantrons. You will be required to have a pencil. I don't have enough for anybody. In fact, I probably won't even have any. Maybe I'll try to shove a couple in my book bag if I think about it. Your exam will take 50 minutes. So from the start of class, you'll have 15 minutes to take the exam. When you're done, I'll collect the exams, and then you're free to leave the room for about 5 or 10 minutes while I do a little bit of organizing, and then I'll invite you back into the room and we will cover every single question on that exam. So we'll take the exam and we'll do the review during the lecture time. And that's the best way to close the loop on the content. And then for both of those exams, we will work as hard as we can to get your grades up and posted as soon as possible. So please review mightily. I hope you're spending some time on this. You know that none of this stuff is impossible. There's nothing that we look at that is impossible. There's just so dang much of it, and it requires time. I've reached out to all of you individually by email. Please make sure you're checking those and responding. Hang in here, you can do this. I will see all of you on Tuesday in class. Some of you I'll see early for lab. I'll see all of you at 6 o'clock, and then some of you will have lab after our lecture exam. Good luck, folks.